Hi, I'm Laura, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to talk about makeup and just generally how I feel towards it. I did mention in my catch-up video that I feel as if in the last 6 months I've worn makeup more than I have in the last 6 years, which is crazy. I've often reminisced about the days where I used to wear makeup daily and then reapply it multiple times in the evening to have playtime, but obviously this was pre-kids. Children do take up a lot of your time, they take up a lot of your energy, and you will be zapped. So yeah, rushing around getting everyone else ready, it doesn't exactly lend itself to makeup time. I know lots of people manage it, but obviously I've had a serious spat of poor mental health in recent years. Okay, let's use that as a crutch and an excuse. But seriously, it hasn't been my focus. Wearing makeup has not been a priority, and I wish it could have been, because it seriously makes me feel better when I can get ready in the morning and put my face on and not look like I've literally just rolled out of bed. And getting back to this point where I'm able to do that on a regular basis, and in fact some weeks I was wearing makeup almost daily, which is almost unheard of for me. It's been such a mood lifter, but it's also brought something a bit more to light that I've been thinking about over the last wee while, and you know, now it's just glaringly obvious that I'm now 35 and I'm still doing my makeup like a 25-year-old, or doing my makeup like I did when I was 25. 25-year-olds now do not do their makeup like they did when I was 25. Back when we were all trying to look like RuPaul's Drag Race contestants. No shade, no lemonade. Whatever that saying is. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. I can't remember. But it's made me very apparent of the fact that I am older. The makeup application styles I am using work better on a younger skin, and the way the makeup is sitting on my skin, not the greatest. Just not the greatest. I mean, it's not horrendous, it's not horrific, but it's definitely not the greatest. It's like when I'm trying to do just light day makeup, or what would be light day makeup for 25-year-old me, it's very visible that I'm wearing makeup to me. Like it's like right now I'm wearing what would be a light makeup, and I do feel like it is too makeup-y. Like what would it be, like when it's very faded now, but I can still kind of see it in the mirror. This would have been quite a light nude lip for me. It feels very thick, or when I first applied it felt very thick. And this is just a nude lip liner in Max Velvet Teddy, and it just feels very, very oomph. I mean, it could just be, I'm going very deep into this, I know it's just makeup, but still. It could just be the shock factor of going from wearing no makeup so much, or going such a long period of wearing no makeup, to suddenly putting on full face, and that's just that stark contrast is throwing me off. Or is it that I need to dial it back a bit, find new formulas, find new ways of wearing makeup? Who knows? It has also made me look at my makeup collection in a whole different light. The types of products that I have and the types of products that I've been using. I mean, with Project Panning over the last 10 years, I do feel like I've been wearing the same 50 makeup products for the last 10 years. It does feel like that sometimes. Anyone who's a long-time subscriber and seen my many attempts at Project Panning will recognize the same products being featured over and over again, and I promise you in 2025 we're gonna see the rear end of those things as I boot them in the bin. We will be finishing a lot of makeup in 2025, but that's a whole other video. But it has made me look at the things I'm that I used to be drawn to, and how they fit in with the aesthetic that I want to go for now. I'm looking for more lightweight, sheer, glowy, but back that up a little bit. I'm looking for the lightweight, the effect of sheer while still having coverage, glowy foundation. And I know it can be done because I used to do it all the time, but on my skin as is presently is a learning curve. You know? You know? Obviously part of that is getting my skincare under control because, you know, the bout of bad mental health, one of the first things, and always the first thing to go, is skincare. Sometimes, and just so that no one feels alone here, I don't feel ashamed admitting this, there would be times where I would go days without washing my face. As long as I brush my teeth, it's fine. But I would go days without washing my face. I didn't have makeup on, so what did it matter, right? And with that comes the impact on the integrity of my skin, and I've spent the last couple of weeks getting back on top of that using like glycolic face washes and serums, lots of oils, intensive emollient, that's the word I'm looking for, emollient face lotions. And I feel like my skin's gotten back to it's never going to be back to the way it was before, because, you know, time is a thing, it's a linear process. Once your skin starts aging, it starts aging. There's no going back. But I feel like it's gotten back to a healthy state. I mean, I am purging a little bit. I am still going through hormonal postpartum-ness. I mean, TMI, I only got my cycle back like 3 months ago. So, you know, we're still processing those hormonal changes within my skin. But having that skincare routine has definitely helped make my makeup sit better, and yeah. But it's also made me look at my makeup collection in another way, like looking at my blush collection and my eyeshadow collection and my lip product collection, just like the colors. I mean, you'll have seen my declutters over the last year or two. I've been skimming off all of the super bold stuff. I mean, I'm still a sucker for red and orange, but I can't pull off bright colors like I used to. It looks very garish on me. Maybe I just need to find new ways of wearing them, I suppose, but in general, a large portion of my makeup collection is geared towards doing those, I hate to say garish, but definitely garish, gaudy, almost drag queen-esque makeup of 2016 and prior. Because that's when I bought most of my eyeshadow and things. Between that time period and 2020 is when I bought a large amount of the eyeshadow that I own. I mean, I love my Natasha Denonas. They are beautiful everyday eyeshadow palettes, but I do also have a large selection of ColourPop palettes that are, you know, they range from the dark and vampy to the very sort of orangey neutrals, and then we've got this guy in the limelight, these very metallic greens and things. And when you look at them in their sort of monochromatic color vibe palette form, it is very unwearable to me. However, we know I like to pick apart a palette. I love to pick apart a palette. There are definitely shades that I can just pull out and work my way through and work into more neutral with sort of like a neutral, I don't want to say grungy rainbow because that's very Hannah Louise Poston, but that sort of vibe, like a muted colour scheme. It has pops of colour, but it doesn't look like Skittles threw up on your face, you know? So I will definitely be looking down that avenue to use up more of my things, but it also has made me look at the amount I own, and I already know I own too much makeup. I've always known I've owned too much makeup, but I've always been happy with the amount of makeup I owned. Now, less so. Less happy. Like, borderline unhappy with the amount of makeup I own. I mean, it doesn't give me anxiety or anything. It's just like, I don't want it, you know? I'm just done. I'm over it. Not in the sense like earlier this year where I just kind of felt over makeup. I'm definitely back into makeup. I do love it. It's a perfect personality extension, a artistic way of expressing mood, that kind of thing. But do I need to have over 100 blushes? Do I? No, I don't. No. Do I need to have, I think it was like 50 foundations? No. I'm kind of really, really over such a sheer number of products. I'm really over it. So I am going to be looking into project planning and downsizing like hardcore 2025. If not outright just decluttering. There's definitely things that just need to be decluttered. But eyeshadow wise, oh, that eyeshadow, all those eye palettes, oh man, there's so many of them. Sorry, I'm like tapping on the desk. There's so many eye palettes, but I love them. They're beautiful, but I'm not going to get through them all. I'm really not. I have more eyeshadow than I could ever possibly use in my lifetime. I have more makeup than I could probably ever possibly use in my lifetime. And it feels like it shuts me off from ever trying anything new, ever justifying trying anything new. I mean, does it? I mean, I could always pick up a few bits here and there, but at the same time, it just adds to the stuff that's already here. And you know, but yeah, that's how I've been feeling about makeup lately. I could ramble on about this for ages, and I will have videos coming up in the near future where I zone in on topics like makeup usage and panning goals and how I feel about purchasing things, because I've been very good this year in not purchasing makeup in 2024. Like, I think I purchased some stuff back in February, March. I got some palettes from By Beauty Bay and some Natasha Denona, and that's it. I might pick up the new Natasha Denona palettes as like a cheeky Christmas gift to myself. I don't know yet, because we all know I love my Natasha Denonas, but at the same time, I haven't used them all year. So can I justify and validate purchasing new ones when I haven't used the ones I have all year? But hey, it is what it is. We'll carve the path as we go, okay? We'll carve the path as we go, but there will be lots of makeup usage coming up in 2025. I'm definitely thinking of bringing back the empties videos, like monthly empty videos, but I'll talk about that in future videos. Anyways, I will catch you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.